Emotional Intelligence and Social Skills, Episode 3, Motivation, the Inner Force that Sustains Excellence. Why do some people continue moving forward when the road becomes difficult, while others abandon their goals at the first significant obstacle? What makes a teacher continue preparing, learning, and inspiring others after a particularly exhausting day? The answer is not always talent. It is often motivation. Motivation is the psychological force that directs our behavior, sustains our effort, and gives us determination to pursue a meaningful objective. But there is an important distinction between being motivated by external rewards and being driven by an internal sense of purpose. And that distinction can profoundly influence the way we teach, lead, and live. Psychologist Daniel Goleman, in his work on emotional intelligence, identified motivation as one of the major components of emotional intelligence. For Goleman, emotionally intelligent people are not motivated exclusively by money, recognition, status, or praise. They are often driven by an inner ambition to achieve, improve, and contribute to something meaningful. Psychologists Edward Deci and Richard Ryan, through their self-determination theory, made an important distinction between extrinsic motivation and intrinsic motivation. Extrinsic motivation comes from external rewards or consequences. For example, I will study because I want a good grade. Intrinsic motivation comes from within. I want to understand this because learning matters to me. Both forms of motivation can influence behavior, but intrinsic motivation is particularly powerful because it can sustain effort, even when external rewards disappear. For educators, this distinction is crucial. If we teach learners only to pursue grades, certificates, or praise, we may encourage achievement. But if we cultivate curiosity, autonomy, competence, and purpose, we can cultivate lifelong learners. Another influential psychologist, Carol Dweck, introduced the concept of the growth mindset. According to Dweck's research, people can approach their abilities in different ways. A fixed mindset assumes that intelligence and ability are largely predetermined. I am simply not good at mathematics. A growth mindset, by contrast, recognizes that abilities can develop through effort, effective strategies, persistence, and learning from mistakes. I may not understand this yet, but I can improve. That small word "yet" can transform the way a learner perceives difficulty. Imagine a student receiving a disappointing result. A fixed mindset might produce, "I am not intelligent enough." A growth-oriented response might be, "I haven't mastered this yet. What can I change before the next assessment?" The teacher's role is not merely to provide answers. It's to cultivate the psychological conditions in which learners believe that improvement is possible. Imagine a teacher working with a learner who has repeatedly struggled with reading. The learner has gradually developed a belief, "I'm just bad at English." Instead of reinforcing that belief, the teacher changes the narrative. "You are not a poor reader. You are a reader who is still developing." The teacher establishes small, achievable goals. Every improvement is acknowledged. Mistakes become opportunities for analysis rather than occasions for embarrassment. After several months, the learner begins to participate more confidently. What changed? Not the learner's identity overnight. The teacher changes the learner's perception of possibility. This is where motivation and emotional intelligence intersect. Sometimes, motivating someone does not mean giving them a passionate speech. Sometimes, it means helping them believe, I am capable of becoming better than I am today. How can teachers cultivate motivation? There are 3 powerful principles. First, give learners a sense of purpose. Explain why an activity matters beyond the classroom. Knowledge becomes more meaningful when learners can connect it to their aspirations and real lives. Second, encourage autonomy. Whenever possible, give learners meaningful choices. Choice creates ownership, and ownership strengthens engagement. Praise progress, not merely talent. Instead of saying you are naturally brilliant, try, your persistence and strategy have clearly improved your performance. This communicates an important message. Success is not simply something we possess, it's something we can develop. Psychologists such as Daniel Goleman, Edward Deci, Richard Ryan, and Carol Dweck have helped us understand an essential truth. Sustainable motivation is not simply about pushing people harder, it's about helping them discover reasons to move forward. A motivated teacher can inspire a motivated learner. And a motivated learner can eventually become someone who motivates others. So, when your energy is low and the journey feels demanding, remember your purpose. Because motivation is not always a spectacular burst of enthusiasm. Sometimes it's simply the quiet decision to continue, to learn one more thing, to try one more time, to help one more learner, and to believe that tomorrow can be better than today. What is the inner force that sustains excellence? Thank you for joining me in this episode. In our next episode, we will explore empathy, the art of understanding others, and discover why the ability to see the world from another person's perspective is one of the most powerful social skills an educator possesses.